Hey guys, 732 Review Crew here. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And has there always been a thing of plastic over that?
What are you talking about?
And we're here with Battlestar Galactica Season 1, Episode 10, titled Hand of God. The Hand of God. Now I'm curious, because this was a reference...
Are we going to meet God?
Or it's a reference to how, Baltar, that in one episode, was defying God in the beginning. He said he couldn't find the Hand of God inside the Cylon DNA.
Oh, wow. Okay, look at you, Mikey.
I'm very excited, especially because I need some detraction from Ellen joining the crew. Ty's wife.
Yeah. Right. I totally forgot about that for a second.
She's gonna be a menace.
I actually kind of hope we don't see that much of her. I hope that was like her episode, but we'll see.
Well, one way for us to find out, and that's for us to watch. So thank you for joining us for Battlestar Galactica. We're starting Season 1, Episode 10 in 3, 2, 1.
I can assure you the fuel shortage is our #1 priority. Galactica has ships scouring the nearby star systems, and we can anticipate they will soon find Tilium.
Down to 5%? Jesus Christ. Huh?
Oh, ball python.
Is it just supposed to symbolize if she says the wrong thing?
Or she's hallucinating from the side effects.
Fire snake. King snake. Oh, that's dangerous to put on that table. I like snakes, sorry.
Tilium?
Yeah.
Jackpot, Boomer! That asteroid dead ahead is a mountain of Tilium!
Cylons.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of them.
The rock's crawling with them.
Uh-oh.
Dude, it's like a whole fucking thing.
It's a base.
It's a base. Well, I feel like they're going to have to go to war for that Tilium, huh?
We take the Tilium from the Cylons.
Huh.
Yeah, that's really the only option.
It is the only option.
If we fail, end of game. So we don't fail.
You don't really have other options.
Captain Adam and Colonel Ty are working on the plan now, and I need some serious out-of-the-box thinking.
Out of the box is where I live.
She also has a Cylon chip.
Who is Pythia?
One of the oracles in the sacred scrolls. 3,000.
You're an oracle, Harry.
Pythia wrote about the exile and the rebirth of the human race. And unto the leader they gave a vision of serpents, numbering 2 and 10, as a sign of things.
12 worlds, 12 snakes.
He also hoped that the new leader suffered a wasting disease and would not live to enter the new land. But you're not dying.
Chosen one.
Space Jesus.
No, she's Space Mommy Jesus.
Refresh my memory. What year was it that you graduated from War College?
What's the matter, Colonel? Married life not what I expected.
All due respect, gentlemen, we're not as crazy as she is.
Okay. So what would you do differently?
At Position Code Deacon, we'll need 3 civilian freighter ships to use as decoys. Galactica will jump here, close enough to launch its Vipers at the base.
How many casualties do we anticipate?
It'll cost us.
So it's either this or run out of fuel and be annihilated.
Sometimes you have to roll the hard 6.
A nuke would destroy the Cylons.
But the radiation would render the ore inert.
Oh.
If subjected to the right heat and compression, say from a conventional warhead, you should get a suitably devastating explosion without the radioactive fallout.
Oh, come on, he must have an inkling. When I should tell him to bomb.
No. But God does. God doesn't take sides.
Huh?
Hit any one of them, and the place will go up like a 3-kiloton bomb.
That seemed like a pretty bold lie.
Which is weird, because he could have just said, I don't know.
We're like, hey, I need more time to study this.
God didn't speak to me. So I was totally lying. I just picked that spot at random.
He doesn't always speak in words, guys.
So the fate of the entire human race depends upon my wild guess.
Yes, it does.
Love that for you.
Good ego boost.
Apollo's leading this strike force. You sit this one out. Doc says your knee won't take it.
Well, then he's wrong.
A Viper thruster pedal requires this much force to activate. They launch their missiles. So you gotta jam that pedal.
He's gonna break her knee.
6, 5, 4.
Ow.
Made you flinch, bro.
Yeah, dude.
This is only 3 G's, Starbuck, not 6. I'm sorry, it's a tough one.
Fuck.
But you're staying home.
I mean, it was a good way to prove his point, though.
Look, Kara, I'm sorry you're not suiting up. Because believe me, everyone would feel so much better, me included, if you were riding along with us. But this isn't an ego trip. This is my job. And don't think for one moment that I will not get it done.
I hope so. Because we've got one shot.
A nice horse barn.
What?
That we haven't seen a single living human being since the one you shot when you rescued me. I mean, we're still alive. Why nobody else?
Yeah, no, it's...
They're rounding them up or something, right?
Big beans.
She's not doing good.
Is she pregnant?
Stop. Crazy.
Because she smelled the peanut butter and immediately yacked.
Got something for you. Belonged to your grandfather.
Joseph.
He's a better father than I was.
It takes a lot for him to say.
Yeah,
it does.
You know, sometimes it feels like the whole ship thinks Starbuck would do better.
I don't.
I feel like he has a lot of respect. What?
How can you be so sure?
Yeah, but he's going through his own thing in life.
Well, the nicest things he said to him.
They've
He's working on it.
They've had a lot of growth this season.
Yeah, they have.
Going from not talking to beginning.
Thanks.
I'll bring it back.
Yeah.
You better. I'll kick your ass. It's a good lighter.
Share with you. What the heck? You killed her.
Let me see.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
Galactica Boomer. Tally. 90 plus headed Deacon. Speed 250.
The Cylons have seen the freighter. They're en route to intercept.
How hard did they bite?
Boomer's report said 90 plus.
90.
I had to go through the same transition. When you're in the
Ah.
you're in control. It's hard to give it up.
I never wanted this kind of responsibility.
The Cylons never asked us what we wanted. Welcome to the big leagues.
Tally 50 plus on an intercept course. Repeat, 50 plus inbound.
The base sent out 50 more raiders to intercept.
Yikes.
That means we're outnumbered now, 5 to 1.
Fireball! You're 6!
Woo! Fuck.
Is 2 down?
Yikes, dude.
They have to have another part of this plan.
Mr. Gator, abort strike.
No.
Galactica stuck. Cylon strike force is turning away from Deacon and inbound Galactica.
Oh, plus 90, 140.
Where's their point defense?
Silenced your transmission recall, didn't I?
So when are we going to launch the reserve Vipers to defend Galactica?
There are no reserve Vipers. Everything is on the board already.
They only have 10.
Will you please tell Dee to get on the scrambler and inform Apollo the back door is open?
Aye, Lieutenant.
They launching a nuke?
No, they had the ships in the decoy.
Oh. What?
So they knew they wouldn't get the entire strike force until they figured out what was going on. So the Cylons thought they figured out what was going on, so they launched all of their ships.
Yeah.
And now they have no ships to defend.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And then those are gonna zoom
That's
back
what
to
I was like.
Galactica.
There's more than 10 Vipers.
Yeah.
Spinny camera, boom!
10 and 3, why didn't you tell me we had another attack force hidden in the freighters?
It was my decision. I routinely restrict tactical details to those who need to know. Old habits die hard.
Oh, it's the trench scene all over again, Mikey.
Shut up. Copyright.
Oh.
Oof.
Jammed.
Into these fucking missiles. Come on.
Come on, Chuckles.
Come on, Chuckles.
No! Prax, god damn it.
Damn.
Chuckles bought it. He's going down.
No!
Yikes, dude.
I've got an idea.
Tron?
I'm gonna take a closer look.
Whew. Whew. Come on, Ada, you're the ace we need.
One.
Oh no, don't do this, Lee. The conveyor tunnel's clear. I'm going through it.
There's a tunnel run.
You're your freaking mind, Apollo.
That door.
Doesn't go anywhere.
No, go straight up.
Oh, it does. Oh, fucking. Woo!
Bruh.
Oh, the ball.
You're gonna have to take off fast as fuck.
Yee! Woo!
There we go. The hand of God at work, baby.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Now they just have to deal with the death swarm.
140 Cylons.
Yeah, and they lost a lot of pilots so far.
Yeah.
I love their little handshake every time they do something.
Congratulations, Doctor. It worked.
Gato's like his biggest cheerleader.
He is.
He's so confused. He's like,
God believes in me.
I believe in God, so he believes in me. First mission.
they still need to fight off the death wave.
We have enough fuel to last us a few years.
They do have to fight off a lot.
Are they just gonna gloss over that?
Commander, Strike One reports inbound Cylons are bugging out. Request permission to go after them, sir.
Tell our people to
They lost their base, is that why? Patrol base?
Maybe. Maybe they need
Aren't they still heavily outmanned, though?
Yeah, but if... We're not going into military tactics here.
Oh, it's a really victorious day for them.
Savage that he
Just
bit
ripped
it
it
off. They can't stay there long though, right? If the Cylons are bugging out, like they gotta like grab the fuel in GTFO,
I think
right?
they're doing that right now.
Well, I think they're gonna do it for a little bit.
All of this has happened before. All of this will happen again. Though the outcome favored the few, it led to a confrontation at the home of the gods.
There's really no other logical explanation for it.
He's starting to believe.
Well, he has believed.
I am an instrument of God.
She's so happy.
Oh, I thought it was gonna like he was looking at something. He was just like
looking at God,
basking in his own awesomeness. I guess at the end there.
All right, so that was a fun episode. Before we start the discussion, do you guys have anybody you think you want to add to the Cylon board? I don't have anybody new.
No,
we didn't really get many people.
Yeah, no, I'm in camp. No.
Did I add last time? I feel like I added someone last time.
You did. I'll flash the board in front of the screen. Michael, you trying to ask who you added last time? Because in that case, I'll tell you. I have it on my phone.
Maggie, we just had the board flash on the screen. What do you mean?
I hate you.
It's right there.
It's right there again. Oh. You had Starbuck.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sticking with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what was
His theory was that Starbuck was a what?
Because it's Adama is a Cylon, right?
Yeah, you think Starbuck is Adama.
Yeah.
And Starbuck got married and is an Adama.
Would explain how she knew how they would react in that battle plan there.
And how she... Yeah, we went over this the last episode. I don't want to go back into this.
So,
I'm in camp with you on that.
It's fine. So we learned in this episode that Tilium is used as fuel, and they use basically almost all of it. Well, that one episode they used 40-something% of the fuel reserves looking for Starbucks, and then now we were down to literally, was it 0.5%?
It was 5%.
5%.
Which was enough for 2 jumps, but now it seems like they have enough for a very long time after securing that.
A few years. They said specific.
Yeah, it's real convenient they have a faster than light traveling refinery ship with them.
Now, we learned
maybe that's the spinning one.
We learned in the water episode that Cylons stake out water. So why would it not make? It would make sense that they stake out also Tilium because they probably also use it for fuel, the same that humans do. Now, somebody made a very interesting. I think Mike said a comment. Camilla extract, is it snake oil? Was that what the reference was?
Joseph.
I was just
for the hallucination. That was Joe. We learned about Pythia, which is exile and rebirth, a story of the gods. The lords gave a prophet who was dying a vision. 2 + 10 = 12 snakes. There's 12 worlds and 12 gods.
Yes,
12 vipers.
And now we don't know if who the chosen is. It Space Mommy or is it Space Doctor?
Well, technically they were given to a dying person, and technically the president is dying.
Technically,
we're all dying.
The Doctor is following the one true God, while the president is following the prophecy of the 12 gods, 13 gods.
Yep. Well, I wonder, my theory, speaking of this,
the Lords of Kobol.
So we know there's 12 Lords of Kobol. Is the 12 Lords of Kobol? So there's 12 Lords of Kobol. Is the one god the Cylons talk about? Is that the 13th god split off to form something else?
The 13th tribe that found Earth.
Yeah, because there's 12 gods for the 12 planets, and the 13th one.
There
for
was
the 13th
actually
planet.
a 13.
It makes sense because we learned that there was a confrontation at the homes of the gods. And maybe that
is what you said right at the end. Yes.
Yes, and that happens again in the beginning of the miniseries. There's a confrontation at the homes of the gods because each planet was named after a god.
But Mikey, you see, what they were trying to tell you in this episode is that it happened. The confrontation on the planet of the gods is after the few beat the many, which just happened. So it's not about the original of Caprica getting blown up and all of them, but it is to be foretold.
So I
love prophecies.
Is the home of the gods, is that Earth too, potentially, in the story?
Could be the original planet that all of the Kobol people came from.
We also see
big thing this episode was Hilo and Boomer asking, like, where are all of the people?
Oh, we know most of them are dead, but
no,
exterminated.
What if they're not? And what if instead the reason that Cylons are part organic is that there are people who have been reconstructed in God's true image, and Cylons are actually just people that are now Cylons?
Which is why there's only 12.
Okay.
I don't know, Jesus.
Now, how many? So there's 12 Cylons. Right?
I believe so.
Is each Cylon modeled after one of the gods?
They do. They look kind of divine.
I mean, the one guy does not.
Well, gods don't have to be
God of War.
Yeah.
Hephaestus is considered hideous in the Greek.
Or the god of deception. That's my theory. So that was something I thought it was interesting to bring up.
Okay. Well, you had no input on my theory there.
No, I did not.
No.
Kara's knee can't handle flying right now.
Nope.
So she's kind of sitting out. She's
but did you understand what Adamo was telling?
I was actually about to bring it up. The exact quote was, "It's hard to give it up."
Yeah, because he brought her into the CIC to run missions.
Because she can't fly right now, or maybe not ever again. We don't know yet.
Because he believes in her tactical genius.
Yes, but she also reminds him of himself being younger, being an ace pilot, and now having to transition to command. He's relating to her, saying, "I understand it's hard to be back here, but you have to learn to just let them do it."
Speaking of tactical genius, Apollo doing the classic Death Star move.
But he did it because he was like, what would Starbuck do?
Yeah. Now, speaking of crazy, did they only have like 15 ships, 20 ships, it seems like, total?
It's around 20 Raptors.
Yeah, I was going to say around 24, 20-ish.
The Raiders had 50 in the scout group, plus 90 in the group going after the decoy, to be about 140 just in this location alone. How are they planning on surviving if they had to fight their way out fully? Like, if those Raiders were like, we're going to stay on.
YOLO, Mikey.
You have to remember, it was all or nothing, because if the mission failed, it was over anyways.
Yeah. Now, is Sharon pregnant?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Do you think she's pregnant?
Yeah.
Do you think Cylons have that much advanced body?
No, I think that's why it's such a big deal. Is that since she's acting out and becoming more human, that she's going to be able to give birth.
You think?
I think it's because of my theory that I just said, and that they're more human than machine. So why can't she give birth?
Makes sense. I would have thought, okay, it's interesting. Also,
maybe the doctor has a child he doesn't know about.
Nah, number 6. No, definitely.
Also, Hilo saw a copy of a Cylon.
Yeah, no, clearly that's raising some red flags.
Thank
God he realized that.
I think he understands now that Cylons can look like humans and that they can have copies. He's not obviously going to make that connection with Sharon.
No, it doesn't make sense because it'd be like, why would they make a copy of Boomer? I've known Boomer this whole time.
But
not realizing.
But if he gets to a situation where he sees 2 Sharons, he's probably going to make that connection very quickly.
If he sees another Sharon, it's game over for Hilo.
Now, it seems like Sharon is very dedicated to him, whereas Boomer was able to have a switch in her head flip that let her do things without being subconsciously. I don't know if Sharon is the same in that sense.
No, Sharon's a full dedicated Cylon.
Yeah,
she's acting out right now, which is why number 6 on Caprica is like, what's going on?
You're searching to beat her ass again.
That was it for my notes. Now, this was a very interesting episode because it highlighted the fact that Starbuck has to come to terms with potentially being permanently out of the game, even though she thinks, she's trying to build the strength again.
I think it's going to be for a couple convenient episodes before she gets back in.
But it also shows just how limited the military force of the defenses are, of the United.
Yeah, they're running out of Raptors.
Because the president was like, is this all of our defense? He's like, sometimes you got to risk it all. And it makes sense because if they didn't have fuel, they're dead.
I think sooner than later. Well, that's why I think they really need to try to figure out a semi-permanent solution so they can start building shit. Because it's obviously getting to the point sooner than later.
I don't know if they're going to go back to a main world, but I feel like they have to hit a depot at some point to pick up more Raptors.
They'd probably do.
Yeah, you're right.
Or maybe my theory...
or start flying originally.
Maybe my theory from the beginning, which has been completely ignored, that they might have to go find one of the old ships and just steal Raptors from it if they don't...
One of the Battlestars?
Yeah.
If they haven't been destroyed, scuttled or whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is Don was part of the war, so maybe he remembers where one disappeared.
There's a good chance they'll end up doing that, like a resupply, like the first 2 episodes.
Pleasantly surprised that Ellen wasn't in this episode.
She wasn't relevant,
dude. I don't think she'll. I mean, they mentioned her though.
Yeah, she'll be back.
Starbuck was like, I
think
guess married life isn't all.
Well, no, for good writing, they're gonna have to do a Cylon threat, a personal threat, and then a character arc threat, and they have to cycle through those. That way, you don't get tired of the same threat.
I'm just curious,
she's just gonna come back in a couple episodes.
Do you think they're gonna realize Boomer is a Cylon by the end of this season?
No.
Now, this goes again. Do you guys think that there are different factions of Cylons that have split off? Is that part of the prophecy?
They get free will. What do you mean?
They do get free will, and when Sharon gets shown that she can get attachment, she does choose attachment over Cylons.
Yes, but that doesn't mean it's a separate faction. Is the issue?
Well, different
it means
groups.
Individual
splintering from the hive mind.
Yes,
which could be
but that could lead to a formation of a faction. But I don't believe that currently means there's another faction. Fair?
Yes, fair. Now, I don't have anything else to add for this. A relatively easy discussion. It is interesting to watch the development of some of the characters and us learning their personalities a bit. We knew Starbuck would have issues holding that. And the fact, there's a little trade-off that they were being deceptive to the president, which was interesting, keeping secrets, is when the mission started going sour, Starbuck didn't start cursing up a storm and, throwing a fit potentially, because it was her first mission and she was nervous. She stayed cool, calm under pressure. And we've seen her even in the field, fighting, in a ship, she'll throw curses out and whatnot. And she'll have I guess what the EXO would call a little bit less than normal professionalism, because she's a little bit, by the books, not by the books, I'm sorry, off the books, but
off the rails.
But she's allowed to do so because she's such a good pilot. But, as a commander, she was cool, calm, and collected and didn't even let up her poker face until the time came.
Yeah, well,
so it'll be interesting to see if she develops into, if she's permanently
the shot caller or not.
Yes, exactly.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm very excited to find out. So thank you for joining us with our 732 Review crew. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we are thankful for our community. As you can see, we have a new camera now.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us. If you do want to, check out our Patreon, which support does help us improve our, production quality, as you can see. Otherwise, subscribe to this channel and like the video if you haven't already. And also say hi in the comments. Let us know your favorite part of this reaction, our theories so far, and anything that we can do to improve your experience. Otherwise, take it easy and be safe, be well, and have a good night or day or evening or morning.